Hello and welcome to the 12th in this series of video yoga classes. Hope you're all doing well, managing to survive the rigours of lockdown so far, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Right, so as usual you need a strap or a dressing gown belt and a block or a big book, something you can sit on, something that won't damage if you sit on it. I'm going to be using it to raise yourself up a little at one point in the class. A block's ideal if you can get hold of a block, but yeah, a big old book will do the trick otherwise. Okay, so let's get started. If you want to lie down in Shavasana, arms down by the sides, palms facing the ceiling, feet about hip width apart, falling gently out to the sides. And just let go of your days now. Come into the room, try not to think about what you were doing earlier or what you will be doing later, and just concentrate on your yoga. So bring your mind to your breath. Now, in previous classes I've mentioned this particular Yoga Sutra from Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. It's Sutra 246, and in Sanskrit it reads Sthira Sukham Asanam, or Asanam. And this translates roughly as the postures of yoga should embody steadiness and ease. In other words, try not to overreach yourself in the postures. Don't push too hard into them. You can push a little, but don't push too hard. Make sure that throughout the asana you're maintaining a feeling of steadiness, and you're easing into the pose rather than pushing too hard into it. So this class will be in a slightly more yin style this week, so we're going to be holding the poses a little longer than I usually would within a class like this. And as we do so, just try to ease gently into the poses and to maintain steadiness. And as always, try to observe ahimsa, not harming yourself in the process. So if something hurts a little, just ease out of the asana. Don't snap out of it because you can hurt yourself. Just be very gentle with yourself, okay? So to really tap into a complete experience of sthira, which is the steadiness aspect, and sukha, which is ease, slow your practice right down. Try to strip it back to its essentials and move into and out of each posture with your breath leading each movement. Feel how your body responds to each breath and move accordingly. Keep your gaze fixed. The steadiness and ease will naturally arise, and your practice will take on an entirely new quality. So just try to remember that. Sthira Sukham Asanam. The postures of yoga should embody steadiness and ease. Okay, so draw your knees up to your chest now. Give them a nice tight squeeze. Take your hands to your knees and take them in big circles. Just massaging the lower back. And change direction. Back to centre. Take your arms out wide at shoulder height. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let your knees fall gently over to the right hand side, keeping your shoulders firmly on the mat if you can. You can turn your head to the left. And now just breathe into the pose. Allow your body to find that steadiness and ease. And just relax into the pose. With each out breath, you may find yourself just letting go a little further into the twist. And try and stay with the breath as you do so. Follow the breath as you breathe in. Feel that release as you breathe out.
in breath, draw the knees back up to centre. Out breath, let them fall gently over to the left. If you like, you can turn your head to the right. And again, stay with your breath. In breath, just feel it perhaps travelling up your spine from the base of the spine up to the crown of your head, up that spiral of your twisted spine in this position. And the out breath, just releasing you, letting you go, just relaxing into the pose, surrendering into the pose. Then on an in-breath, draw your knees back up to centre. Take your hands to your knees again, one hand on each knee this time, and send the knees away from each other in opposite directions, making little circles. Just opening the hips here. And change direction. And back to centre. Place your feet on the floor just by your buttocks, toes pointing slightly inwards so the outsides of your feet are parallel, arms down by your sides, palms facing downwards. Breathe in. As you breathe out, press your belly button down to the mat and lift your pelvis, coming up into Setu Bandhasana. If you like, you can clasp your hands under your body and just draw your shoulders a little closer together, pressing into the feet, lifting the pelvis. Nice big deep breaths into the chest. Try to find that steadiness and ease. Release the hands under your body. Breathe in. As you breathe out, peel your spine nice and gently back down the mat. Just take a couple of breaths here. Now bring your left foot slightly more central. Cross the right foot over past that left thigh. Flex that right foot. And then draw your legs towards you, wrap your hands around your left thigh using your right elbow to just ease that right knee away a little. Flexing both feet here, just gently drawing the legs towards you. Replace that left foot on the floor, keeping the legs crossed, arms down by the sides, palms downwards. Breathe in. As you breathe out, press your belly button down to the mat, lift the pelvis. Coming up into Ekapada Setu Bandhasana, the one-footed bridge. If you like, again, you can just interlock your hands underneath your body, draw your shoulders a little closer together, keep lifting the pelvis, nice deep breaths into the chest. Release the hands from under your body, peel your spine gently down the mat. Take your arms out wide at shoulder height. Breathe in. As you breathe out, let that right foot fall gently over to the left, coming into a twist. Try and keep your shoulders on the mat if you can. If you like, you can turn your head to the right. And again, just breathe into the twist. In breath, draw the legs back up. Out breath, take the left knee over to the right knee over to the right, keeping the right foot on top of the left knee. If you like, you can turn your head to the left. And breathe into this different twist. Releasing and relaxing on the out breath. In breath, draw the legs back up to centre, uncross the legs, cross them the other way, so left foot goes past the right thigh, flex that left foot, and then draw your legs in towards you, flex the right foot as well, wrap your hands around your right thigh, interlock your fingers, use your left elbow to just ease that left knee away a little, both feet flexed. And then replace that right foot on the floor by your buttocks, arms down by the sides, palms facing downwards. Keeping that left foot flexed. Breathe in. As you breathe out, press your belly button down to the mat, lift the pelvis. If you like, you can interlock your hands underneath your body and draw your shoulders together. Nice big deep breaths into the chest. Keep lifting the pelvis. Release your hands under your body, peel your spine back down the mat, take your arms out wide at shoulder height. Breathe in. As you breathe out, take that left foot over to the right, come into the twist on this side. If you like, you can turn your head to the left. With each out breath, surrender into the pose. In breath, bring the knees back up to centre, and then let the right knee fall over to the left knee over to the left, keeping the left foot on top of the right thigh or knee. Turn your head to the right if you like, and breathe into this twist. Stay with your breath. Try and find that ease in the pose. On an in-breath, bring the knees back up to centre, uncross the legs, arms back down by the sides, draw the knees into your chest, just give them a nice tight squeeze, and then slide your hands down the outsides of your shins, take hold of the outsides of your feet, bring your knees into your armpits, your feet up towards the ceiling, and come into Ananda Balasana, the happy baby. Take a few breaths here, just relax into the pose if you can. Steadiness and ease. And then release, bring your knees into your chest, bring your forehead up towards your knees, and rock up and down the length of your spine. And then when you're ready, rock up and balance on your sit bone. So shins parallel to the mat, hands behind your thighs. And if you like, you can release your hands. If you like, you can straighten the legs. So if you've released the hands, have the palms facing inwards, thumbs upwards. Draw your thighs up towards your chest up towards your thighs, keep lifting the sternum. And breathe. Try and find steadiness here. And release. So cross the legs and come into a comfortable cross-legged position. So now just place the backs of your hands on your thighs, on your knees, and if you like you can take chin mudra, so thumb to index finger, and just take a few quiet breaths here. Now take your right hand behind you and your left hand to your right knee. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out, twist gently around towards the right. With each in-breath, lift a little. With each out-breath, move into any space created. So try and maintain the steadiness of this pose, but as you do so, just try and ease a little more into the twist. Just have that intention of easing a little more into it. Keep lifting the crown of your head on the in-breath. And release back to centre. Same on the other side, left hand behind you, right hand to left knee. Breathe in, lift, breathe out, twist around towards the left. Stay with your breath. In breath, lift. Out breath, just ease a little further into the twist if there's room. And release back to centre. Take your hands out to the sides, up on the fingertips. Breathe in, raise the left arm. Breathe out, stretch over to the right hand side, keeping both buttocks firmly on the mat here. Reaching into that top hand. Feel that stretch all down the left side of your body. And come over to the other side, left hand down, right hand up and over. In breath, lift, out breath, stretch, stretch, stretch. Feeling that stretch all down the right side of the body. Both buttocks firmly on the mat. And release. There you go, we're going to do some very simple anuloma viloma, the alternate nostril breathing. So with your left hand, take chin mudra, that's thumb to index finger, hand resting on the back of the knee or the thigh. Right hand Vishnu mudra, so that's your index and middle fingers into your palm. So here you're going to be using your thumb to close your right nostril and little finger and ring finger to close the left nostril. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in for a count of 4 through the left nostril, and then 8 breathing out through the right, and then 4 to breathe in, and then 8 to breathe out, and so on. Okay, so let's just take a couple of nice deep breaths first. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Close left. Breathe out right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8. Breathe in right. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In left. 2, 3, 4. Out right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In right. 2, 3, 4. Out left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In left. 2, 3, 4. Out right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In right. 2, 3, 4. Out left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release the hand back down to the knee and just breathe normally, just gently, keeping the eyes closed, just feeling that feeling of relaxation that the pranayama brings. And then blink your eyes open and take hold of your strap, your dressing gown belt, whatever it is, and come to a wide-legged position. Bring your right foot into your left thigh, take the strap around the ball of the left foot, take the strap in the left hand, sit facing forwards. Breathe in, lift, breathe out, turn to face over the outstretched leg. Breathe in, lift the sternum, breathe out, chest towards your toes, walk your hands down the strap. In breath, lift a little, out breath, chest towards your toes, walk your hands down the strap. When you've gone as far as you can, release the strap, let your hands fall wherever they are, don't have to reach for the foot. And then just try and relax into the pose. So keeping both buttocks on the mat here, you don't want to be lifting that right buttock up. And keep trying to move the sternum towards the feet rather than down towards the thigh. And keep your shoulders level. And then breathe into it, just use your breath. Out breath, just releasing a little further into the pose. Left foot is flexed. Steadiness and ease. And then just ease up a little, don't come up all the way. Take hold of the strap in your left hand. Bring your left elbow to the inside of your left knee. Roll that right shoulder right back. And then take your right arm up and over and just gently reach towards your toes here. Keep that left leg strong with the foot flexed. Keep rolling that top shoulder back. And just breathe into the pose. And release, take that right arm up and over behind you. Lift your left arm, lift your pelvis. And release. So come to the other side, right leg out, left foot into right thigh, strap around the ball of the right foot, strap in the right hand.
Breathe in, lift, breathe out, turn to face the outstretched leg. Take the strap in both hands. Breathe in, lift the sternum, breathe out, chest towards your toes, walk your hands down the strap. In breath, lift, out breath, chest towards your toes. When you've gone as far as you can, release the strap and relax into the pose. Buttocks firmly on the mat, shoulders nice and level. Right foot flexed. And breathe. Out breath, just releasing you into the pose. Just ease a little out of the pose. Take the strap in the right hand. Bring your right elbow to the inside of your right knee. Roll your left shoulder right back if you can. Just ease it back. And then take your left arm up and over and reach towards your toes. Keeping the buttocks firmly on the mat. Keep lifting that left shoulder, rolling it back. Keep the right leg strong, the foot flexed. And from here, ease into the pose. Just a few breaths. And then ease out of the pose a little. Bring your left arm up and over behind you. Raise your right arm. Raise your pelvis. And release back down. So, come up to a high kneel. Hands just above the buttocks. Breathe in, lift the sternum, lift the chin a little. Bring the pelvis forward. Just gently easing into this. And then lift back up. And now we're going to go fully into Ustrasana if you like, or you can just do that again. So breathe in, lift the sternum, and if you like, hands down to the heels, keep pelvis moving forwards, keep lifting sternum, breathe into the chest. And release back up and come down to child's pose. Balasana, knees apart, big toes together, forehead to the mat, hands down by the feet. And then take your arms out in front of you, lift up on the fingertips, just a gentle stretch for the shoulders. And release, then walk your hands over to the right, feel that stretch down the left side of your body. Walk your hands over to the left, feel the stretch down the right side of the body. And hands back to centre, and then just rock up to a kneeling position. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Now you're going to need a strap here, so have it handy. Bring your right knee into the centre of the mat, just up towards your hands, and take your right foot out to the left. And then bring your left knee up in behind that right knee. And you'll need your block as well, I forgot. Sorry. So get your block, put it behind you, and sit on that. If you don't need a block, don't worry, just remove that. But you want to be comfortable here, okay? We're going to be here for a minute or two, so if it is uncomfortable without a block, make sure you've got a book or two underneath you or whatever, just to keep you in a comfortable position. Strap handy. Now raise your left arm, take your right hand and just ease that left elbow back. Take the strap in that hand. Dear, sorry for getting the strap today. And then take your right hand out, turn the thumb down, swing it back round behind you, and either take hold of the strap, or if you can make the bind, just make the bind there. But again, you want to be comfortable here, okay? So use the strap if you need to. Make sure you're not impeding your neck. Breathe in, lift the sternum. Breathe out, fold forward. And just breathe into this now. Again, try and use the out breath just to release a little further into the pose. If it gets too much, just ease out, okay? But otherwise, let's just relax into this pose for a few breaths now. Breathe in and lift up. Release your hands. Just roll your shoulders a couple of times. And in the other direction. And then come back to the kneeling position. This time bring your left knee into the centre. Left foot off to the right hand side, bring your right knee up into behind that left knee and the right foot over to the left. Again, use your block if you need to, otherwise sit yourself down, have your strap ready in your right hand this time. Raise your right arm, bend it at the elbow. Just ease it back with that left, take the left arm out, thumb facing upwards. Turn the thumb down, bring it back around and find the strap behind you, or make the bind if that's comfortable for you. Check your neck is loose, no restrictions. Breathe in, lift the sternum, breathe out, fold forward. Use your out breath to release into the pose. Breathe in and lift it up. Release the arms again. Let's roll the shoulders. Nice. Bring them up to the ears and then release them down. And change direction. Take your arms, your legs out in front of you. Just give them a little shake. And then come back round to kneeling. Tuck your toes under and lift up to a downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift up on your tiptoes. Breathe out, bring your chest towards your thighs. Breathe in this position, and then on the out breath just gently lower your heels. We'll do that again. Breathe in, lift up on your tiptoes. Breathe out, chest towards your thighs. Breathe in position. Breathe out, lower the heels. Fingers spread nice and wide, pressing into the base of the thumb and the forefinger. Check there's no tension in your head and neck. Lifting the pelvis, chest moving towards your thighs, thighs moving towards the back of the room. then very gently just walk your feet up towards your hands and hang in a forward fold. Slowly and gently just uncurl up to standing. Breathe in, raise the arms, bring your feet and legs together. Breathe out, sit down like you're sitting into a chair, into Utkatasana. So tucking the tailbone under here, gaze is soft and up between the hands. Keep the feet active. And come down to a forward fold again. Uncurl upwards. And come to Tadasana. So big toes together, outsides of the feet parallel, activate the calves, the thighs, the glutes, sternum lifting, roll the shoulders up and back. Chin slightly tucked so the crown of the head is reaching for the ceiling, parallel to the ceiling. Hands to prayer position. Breathe in and up, look up at the thumbs, pelvis forwards. Breathe out and swallow, dive down, leading with the chest. Breathe in, lift up to a flat back. Breathe out, hands flat to the mat, bend your knees if you need to. Breathe in, step back with the right, hold back with the left. Breathe out, knees down, elbows in, chest and chin down. Breathe in, slide forward into the cobra. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe in, step forward with the right between the hands, drop the back knee, untuck the back toes, look up. Tuck the back toes, breathe in, as you breathe out, step forward, forward fold. Breathe in, come all the way up, and out, hands to chest. Breathe in and up, look up at the thumbs, pelvis forwards. Breathe out, swallow, dive down. Breathe in, lift up to a flat back. Breathe out, hands flat to the mat, bend your knees if you need to. Breathe in, step back with the left, hold back with the right. Breathe out, knees down, elbows in, chest and chin down. Breathe in, slide into the cobra, Bhujangasana. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe in, step forward with the left between the hands, use your hands to move it there if you need to. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toes, look up. Tuck the back toes, breathe in, as you breathe out, step forward, forward fold. Breathe in, come all the way up. And out, hands to chest. Okay, so we're going to go around a form of Surya Namaskar. I think some people call it a Mandala Namaskar. Sorry, I just need a sip of water, excuse me. So it kind of moves in a circle around the mat. Now, come to Tadasana at the front of your mat. Hands to prayer position. Breathe in and up. Look up at your thumbs, pelvis forwards. Breathe out and swallow, dive down. Breathe in, lift up to a flat back. Breathe out, hands flat to the mat. Bend your knees if you need to. Breathe in, step back with the right. Hold back with the left. Breathe out, knees down, chest and chin down. Breathe in, slide forward into the cobra. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe in, step forward with the right foot between the hands and pause. Ground the back foot. Take your left hand forwards and then swing it back and up, lifting up into Virabhadrasana 2. Breathe into position. Nice open shoulders, just check you've got your arms nice and straight. Knees bent, not overreaching the ankle or out to the sides. Press into the back edge of the back foot. And breathe into the position. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lean forward a little. Bring that right forearm to the right thigh. Bring the left arm up and over into Parsvakonasana. Press into the back edge of the back foot, sink into the hips, reach into that top hand. So feel that stretch all the way down that side of your body. Breathe. Raise that left arm, straighten the front leg and just drop down a little into Trikonasana. Don't overreach yourself here. Steadiness and ease, remember. You can look up at the top hand, but only if that's comfortable for you. Remember that ease. And breathe into Trikonasana. And an in-breath, lift it up. Draw the right toes in, so the outsides of the feet parallel here. Nice wide stance. Hands to hip creases. Breathe in, lift the sternum. Breathe out, leading with the chest, fold forward. Drop your hands underneath your shoulders. Breathe in, lift a little. Breathe out, fold forward. With each in-breath, feel as though there's energy flowing up the inside of your legs. With each out-breath, feel it flowing down the outsides of your legs, pinning your feet to the floor. Left hand in centrally, take your right hand to the small of your back. Take your left hand to your right leg, breathe in, find length in the spine, breathe out, twist around towards the right. Each in breath find length, with each out breath just ease a little further into the twist if there's any room. Release the hands back down, take the left hand to the small of your back, take the right hand to the left leg, breathe in, find length, breathe out, twist around towards the left. Release back down to centre, come up on your fingertips so back is nice and flat, parallel to the floor. Take your hands to your hip creases, breathe in and lift it up. Turn the left foot out towards the back of the mat, have the right foot at a 35 to 45 degree angle, raise your arms, breathe in, as you breathe out come into Virabhadrasana 2 towards the back of your mat. Cartwheel the arms round either side of the front foot. Breathe in, as you breathe out, step forward, forward fold. Breathe in, come all the way up and out, hands to chest. Breathe in and up, look up at the thumbs, pelvis forwards. Breathe out and swallow, dive down. Breathe in, lift up to a flat back. Breathe out, hands flat to the mat. Breathe in, step back with the right foot. Hold back with the left. Breathe out, knees down, chest and chin down. Breathe in, slide forward into the cobra. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe in, step forward with the right foot between the hands, ground the back foot, 35 to 45 degree angle. Take the left hand forwards, swing it back and up, back into Virabhadrasana 2. Again, nice straight arms if you can, press into the back edge of the back foot. Nice bend in the front knee but not overshooting that front ankle. And breathe into the pose. Nice open shoulders.
Breathe in. As you breathe out, lean forwards a little, turn that front palm over, bring it up and over your head. Left arm can just hang loosely by the thigh, or if you like, you can take it around and grasp the right thigh. You can look up at the top hand, or you can look down at the back foot, whichever's more comfortable for you. Reverse warrior, just breathe into this, sink into the hips, make sure you're maintaining the bend in the front knee, pressing into the back edge of the back foot. And back to Virabhadrasana 2, straighten the right leg, draw the right toes in, take your arms behind you, interlock your hands, your fingers, breathe in, lift the sternum, breathe out, leading with the chest, fold forward and raise the arms. Breathe into position. Again, on the in-breath, feel as though there's energy coming up the insides of your legs, and on the out-breath, flowing down the outsides of your legs, pinning your feet to the floor. In-breath up the insides, out-breath down the outsides. In breath, lift forwards and up. Release the hands, turn the left foot to the front of your mat. Breathe in, raise your arms, breathe out, Virabhadrasana 2 towards the front of your mat. Cartwheel the arms round either side of the front foot. Breathe in, as you breathe out, step forward, forward fold. Breathe in, come all the way up, and out, hands to chest. And we'll go straight to the other side. Breathe in and up, look up at the thumbs, pelvis forwards. Breathe out and swallow, dive down. Breathe in, up to a flat back. Breathe out, hands flat to the mat, bend your knees if you need to. Breathe in, step back with the left, hold back with the right. Breathe out, knees down, elbows in, chest and chin down. Breathe in, slide forward into the cobra. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe in, step forward with the left foot between hands and paws. Ground the back foot. Right arm forward, swing it back and up into Virabhadrasana 2. And breathe into the position. Press that back edge into the mat. Sink into the hips. Gaze is soft and out over the front fingers. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lean forwards a little. Bring the left forearm to the left thigh. Bring the right arm up and over into Parsvakonasana on this side. Press into the back edge of the back foot. Reach into the right hand. Sink into the hips. Raise that right arm, straighten the front leg, drop down to Trikonasana on this side. Breathe into the position. Reach into that top hand. Breathe in and lift it up. Bring your left toes in, outsides of the feet parallel, hands to your hip creases. Breathe in, lift the sternum, breathe out, fold forwards. Hands underneath shoulders, breathe in, lift, breathe out, fold forwards. Now you can either stay here if you like, you can take your
index and middle fingers around your big toes. Breathe in, lift a little, breathe out, fold forward, lifting the elbows out to the sides. Release the hands, bring them back into the centre. Turn your fingers round to face back through your legs and then walk your hands through your legs a little. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. And then hands to hip creases, breathe in, lift up. Turn the right foot out, left foot in at the angle, raise the arms. Breathe in, as you breathe out, Virabhadrasana 2 towards the back of the mat. Cartwheel the arms round either side of the front foot. Breathe in, as you breathe out, step forward, forward fold. Breathe in, come all the way up, and out, hands to chest. Breathe in and up, look up at the thumbs, pelvis forwards. Breathe out and swallow, dive down. Breathe in, lift up to a flat back. Breathe out, hands flat to the mat, bend your knees if you need to. Breathe in, step back with the left, hold back with the right. Breathe out, knees, chest and chin. Breathe in, slide forward into the cobra. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe in, step forward with the left foot between the hands, round the back foot and come up into Virabhadrasana 2 here. Press into the back edge of the back foot. Reach forward with the front hand, back with the back hand. Breathe in, as you breathe out, lean forwards, turn the front palm over, bring it up and over and reverse the warrior. You can either just leave this right hand hanging or take it round and take hold of the left thigh and then reach into the top hand, sink into hips. Make sure you're maintaining that bend in the front knee and still pressing into the back edge of the back foot. And release back into Virabhadrasana 2, straighten that front leg, and this time rather than drawing your toes in and having the outsides of your feet parallel, draw your heels in and have your toes out. I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so just watch this for a second. What we're going to do is we're going to come into this position, sinking into the hips, nice bent knees. Then on an in-breath, we're going to come up on the tiptoes, open the arms, and you'll like this, stick your tongue out and okay, this is goddess pose. It's very good for facial muscles apparently. I was told this helps to reduce wrinkles, which pleases me as my years are advancing. Okay, so when you're ready, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One last time, breathe in and out. Straighten the legs, come to Virabhadrasana 2 towards the front of your mat. Cartwheel the arms round either side of the front foot. Breathe in, as you breathe out, step forward, forward fold. Breathe in, come all the way up and out, hands to chest. And let's just stand quietly in Tadasana for a few breaths now. And open your eyes and take hold of a strap. So Bring your weight into your right foot. Visualise that foot rooting into the ground. Take the strap around the left foot, take the strap in the left hand. Flex that foot, lift that left leg. Find a drishti, find a still unmoving point to focus on. And then take that leg out to the left. Take it across your body to the right, swapping hands on the strap. And back to centre, release the strap. And release. It's tempting to rest my foot on the sofa then at the end. I resisted. Okay, so bring your weight into your left foot now, root that left foot, find a drishti, take the strap around the ball of the right foot, take the strap in the right hand, raise that right leg, flex the foot, find your drishti. Take the foot out to the right. Cross the body to the left. Back to centre. Release the strap. And release. So come to the centre of your mat now. Stand in Tadasana. Breathe in, come up on your tiptoes. Take the whole out breath to lower your heels. Breathe in, take the whole in breath to lift up. Breathe out, whole out breath to lower down. Take your feet slightly wider than hip width, nearly mat width apart. Breathe in, come up on your tiptoes. Breathe out, lower yourself down. This time come down into Malasana. So arms in between your knees. Sternum lifting, crown of the head lifting. And then we're going to come into Bakasana, the crow from here. So keep that contact between the arms and the knees, keep it nice and firm. But release the hands down to the mat, nice big open claws like the crow there. And then gently, gently, gently bring the weight into the hands. You might want to put a cushion in front of you if you're not comfortable with doing this. And then gradually, just gradually lift the weight out of the feet. And release back down. Now, I'm going to demonstrate a tripod headstand. Now, I don't want anybody going into this if you haven't done a headstand before. I don't normally teach headstands, certainly don't teach them unattended without helping people. But I know I've got one or two slightly more advanced students who might want to try this, but only if you're really confident in a headstand, okay? Otherwise, just go to the starting stage, I'll show you what that is in a second, and hold it there just for a few breaths, okay? So whatever you do, don't compromise your neck, don't do anything you're not comfortable with. I must insist on that. Remember ahimsa, don't hurt yourself, and remember steadiness and ease. Now, the Sthira Sukham Asanam asana really refers specifically to this kind of thing. Don't push yourself if you don't have the necessary bodily strength to do so, okay? Sorry, I didn't put that very well, but I think you all know what I mean. It's a fairly stern warning not to take this on unless you're confident with it, okay? So come a bit back on your mat. I'm going to go back a little bit further because I don't want to be hitting the fireplace, okay? And so similar to Bakasana here, your hands are spread nice and wide. And then you're going to, actually, sorry, just prepare myself for this. I'm going to tuck my shirt in, I don't want to reveal my tummy.
going to take this off, it's getting in my way with this. Excuse me.
And then bring your head to the mat. So you just want this kind of part, nice solid part of your head to the mat here. And then lift up. Okay. Now, the starting part of this, which you can try if you like, is just to bring your knees onto the backs of your elbows. Okay? Now, if you are confident in the headstand, you can just push into the hands and straighten up. Then lower it down, feet back to the mat with control, knees apart, big toes together, and come into Balasana. And just rest here for a few breaths. And then gently lift yourself up. And now come get your strap and come to Dandasana at the front of your mat. I think we need the strap on the right side this time. I can't remember, I think it's the right side. Okay. It's awkward because I don't usually use a strap, so it's hard for me to remember the exact details. Okay. So, bring your right foot in, fist in between the foot and the thigh here. This is Marichyasana we're going to do here. Breathe in, raise the right arm, breathe out, bring it down inside that leg and hunker the shoulder right down. Turn that thumb down, send it back around with the strap. Take your left hand out to the front, thumb down, back round behind you, and either make the bind or take hold of the strap. Now, breathe in and lift, and breathe out, rather than twisting this time, just fold gently forwards. In breath, find length. Out breath, relax into that forward fold. And just take a few breaths now, just easing into this position. Flex that left foot, keep that left leg strong. And release. And we'll do the same on the other side, so put the strap on the other side where you can get hold of it. Draw your left foot in, take that fist, find that gap in between the foot and the thigh. Breathe in, raise the left arm, breathe out, hunker right down. Turn that thumb down, take that arm back round the leg, take the right arm out in front of you, swing that back round behind and make the bind or take hold of the strap. Flex the right foot. Breathe in and lift, breathe out and fold gently forwards. In breath, find length, out breath, ease into the forward fold. And release. So come to Dandasana again. Now bring your hands just a couple of inches behind you with the fingers pointing forwards. Breathe in, lift the pelvis and come up into the reverse plank. Just a gentle counter stretch. And release back down. Come to the front of your mat again. Find Dandasana. Breathe in, raise the arms, breathe out, gently lower yourself back down into Shavasana. Now we're coming into final relaxation now, so if you want to put any socks on or any warmer clothing, now's the time to do it. Otherwise we're just lying in Shavasana, arms down by the sides, palms facing upwards, feet about hip width apart, falling out to the sides.
And just come to your breath and just relax into the mat. Really let go now. Stay with your breath. Allow your body to completely relax. Now allow your mind the luxury of being empty. There's no need to think about anything. Allow the gaps between your thoughts to lengthen. And any thoughts that arise to just pass like clouds in the sky. Simply let your mind rest in an empty state, like a clear blue sky. Let your mind rest in an empty state, like a clear blue sky. If any thoughts arise, just let them pass like clouds. I'm going to chant a mantra which you've probably heard me chant before, but I thought I'd just give you a translation of it so you have some understanding what it is that I'm chanting. This mantra is sometimes known as the teacher's mantra, and it translates as: together may we two, the teacher and the student, move in our practice. Together may we too relish our practice. Together may we perform our practice with deep concentration. May what has been studied by us be filled with the brilliance of understanding, leading to knowledge. May it not give rise to hostility between us due to lack of understanding. So I think this is quite a meaningful mantra in a teacher-student relationship, in that it's really saying we're equal. let's try and understand each other as much as possible and avoid any hostility or anger arising as much as possible between us, because that would get in the way of the practice, which is after all what we're trying to do. Okay. Om Sana Bhavatu Sana Bhunaktu Saviryan Karavavahai Tejasve Navaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Allow your breath to deepen, small movements to come to your fingers and your toes, hands and your feet, your wrists and your ankles, your arms and your legs, the muscles of your face. Take your arms up over your head along the floor and have a really good long stretch from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. And then draw your knees into your chest, give them a nice tight squeeze. Rock a little from side to side. Just one last little massage for your back. And then keeping your eyes closed, just roll over and stay curled up in a ball on your right hand side. And just take a few breaths there. And then keeping your eyes closed if you can, use your arms to come up into a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed. We're going to chant 3 Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can join in with me if you like, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Breathe in for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you everyone. Hope you're all keeping well, and I hope it's not too long before I can see you all. I really do hope you're all keeping well, and I miss you all. And stay in touch. It's been lovely receiving a few emails from you, so please do get in touch with me and let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in the classes, or if there's anything you'd like me to cover. Thank you again, and I hope to see you again soon. Ah.